Okay, now we need to find the perimeter for all of these figures. So perimeter is the length around the object. So here we have 13, 6, 8, 7. When we were finding the area, we found that this distance was 5. Remember, we had 13 here. Right, this green one is 13. And since that's 13, we did 13 minus 8. This piece right here was 8. So 13 minus 8, that gave us 5, right? 5 plus 8 gives us the whole thing. Right, this has to be 5 because this whole thing has to be 13. All right, which means that this piece here was 5. Okay. We know this piece here is 7, so we know over here we also have 7. And this is 6, so we know that this is also 6, right? This is 6. And then we know that this is 7 here, so we know this piece over here is also 7. Okay, or you could have done 6 plus 7 and made the whole thing 13. That would have worked as well. All right, so perimeter is just simply adding up all the pieces together. So we have 13, 6, 8, 7, 5, 7, and 6. So we're just going to add those all together. 13 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 6. So that's going to be 19 plus 8, that's 27. 27 plus 7 is 34. 34 plus 5 is 39. 39 plus 7 is 46. And 46 plus 6 is going to give us 52. And this is just the length around, so it's just going to be meters. Perimeter is 1 dimension. Okay, 52 meters, the length around. All right, number 2 here, we have a rectangle. So we know that this piece here is 8. Okay, and then so we have 8 plus 5 plus 8. Right, but then we're missing the length around the half circle. Missing this green piece here. Okay, so to find the length around a circle, that's the circumference. Right, so the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Okay, just like in the area one, we found that this piece here was, let's do a different color there though. We found that this piece here was 5 as well, right? And so that's like the diameter of your imaginary circle here. Okay, so the radius is half the diameter, so our radius was 2.5, right? This piece here is also 2.5. So we have a radius of 2.5. But just like in the area problem, we only have half a circle, so we're only going around how, right? We're going 8, 5, 8, and then we're going around half of a circle, so we only want half 2 pi r because it's only half of a circle. Okay, so we multiply 1/2 times 2, that's just going to be 1 times pi, and then our radius was 2.5. So it's basically going to come out as 5 pi, but we can multiply that all out together in our calculator. So 1/2 times 2 is obviously 1 times pi times 2.5. And it's going to give us 7.85. And again, that's centimeters. Okay. All right, so now that's the green distance then, right? So that's 7.85. That's your green distance around this half circle. So now we have to add them all together. 7.85 plus 8 plus 8 plus 5. All right, so that's going to be 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 5 is 21. 21 plus 7.85, that's going to be 28.85 or 28.9. And our units here would be centimeters because it's just 1 dimension, it's a length. Okay, so we had a rectangle, 8, 5, 8, and then we had to find the length around the circle, so we did half of a circumference, half 2 pi r. All right, number 3 for perimeter. We start off with this square, so that's 12, 12, and 12. All right, 12, 12, and 12. And then here we have a triangle. So we need these two pieces of the triangle. If we draw the triangle over here, we have 5. We know this piece here is 12. Right? If it's 12 down here, that means this length here is 12. But in order to find the perimeter, we need this length here. So basically we have a right triangle, and we have two sides, and we're trying to find the third side. This is why we showed you the Pythagorean theorem. So our Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Right, a and b were the two legs, and then c is your hypotenuse. So we have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals x squared. Right. 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. X squared is just going to stay x squared. 25 plus 144 is 169. We know 169 is a perfect square, so we can take the square root of both sides. And that's going to be 13 plus or minus 13, but again, it's positive because it's a length. So we know x here is going to equal 13. We can now add up all the pieces. So 5 plus 13 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. And that's going to give us a perimeter. So 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. Plus 13 is going to be 54 meters for your perimeter.